guys, I am Chris Taylor.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin Cosplay, and today we are back at you guys with Demon Slayer, episode 16.
Yes, of season 1.
Season 1.
Last episode we went to a mountain where there are 5 or 6 spider demons.
Yeah.
Spider demons as in they control spiders. And they attach threads to people who are there and they control people through these threads.
Yeah.
Dangerous. So there's a bunch of slayers around that are being controlled. Inosuke and Tanjiro are fighting together. Zenitsu is on his way.
Yeah, because Netsuko is in the woods.
Yes, so we shall be there soon. And not only him, but 2 of the masters, I guess, like two of the strongest of the slayers, I'm guessing, because they're two of the 10 that are in the opening. So we assume one of it, which is Gyu, and the other one is a girl.
It was not the girl who was at the same.
Well, I don't think it's the same girl, but they look similar. In any case,
looks like it, so.
They are on their way to help because this is probably too much for them. So yeah, we have a bunch of characters that are gonna meet. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
And we are gonna go and try to fight the mother of the demons that is in the center of the woods or something that Inosuke managed to see with his spider senses. Anyway, so this is where we left off. I think I forgot nothing, so let's just jump in this episode and see how the fight goes.
Alright.
Let's go. Again, they did it.
They're good. They're good to make us feel bad for demons.
Well, I swear to God, it might be because Tanjiro, you know, doesn't, with his sister being a demon, when he looks at a demon he doesn't look at them as monsters, you know? He sees past it as the what could have been, or what they used to be, because he's got to, otherwise he wouldn't be able to look at Nezuko, yeah. So maybe, you know, when you turn into a demon and everyone starts to fear you, everyone starts treating you different, you get this kid who defeats you for sure, but then he looks at you like you're human, or at least you're not a monster, and he doesn't look at you with such hate. Maybe that's why it brings back every time, because like, I mean, every single time he kills a demon, that's what happens. So maybe that's why every time you look at him in their moment of death, it brings back feelings of when they were human, because he doesn't look at them like they are demons. He looks at them like they are used to being looked at from when they were human. So that could bring back emotions and feelings. So that's why every time someone dies in the show, well, a demon dies in the show, like we get this bittersweet feeling of yes, we've defeated the enemy, but at the same time, this person used to be a person. Like Nezuko could have turned out like this. Like she was lucky because she's the main character's sister, but she definitely could have turned, you know, like that. How she
act as a beast without soul, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Tanjiro is a very, very nice guy.
I'm glad that Inosuke understood the work of the word teamwork tonight.
It's funny. It's nice how he said it too. You know how he understood that Tanjiro's way of fighting follows the water breath techniques and stuff. So everything has to flow. Everything has to, you know, like one movement follows the next and stuff like that. Like that's his way of fighting. But you know, whenever we learn martial arts and stuff, we learn that martial arts is also a way of life. You know, what you learn in the martial art class, you apply to your life. It's kind of the same here. You know, his breathing techniques also apply to his way of life. So how he acts towards people, you know, he adapts and he moves, he keeps moving. And when he fights with with partners like Inosuke, he needs to see the battle in a flowing way. So think about, you know, what movement will lead to what movement and so forth. So he adapts to this and he adds Inosuke to that. So whereas Inosuke is a beast, so what he does is everything is a challenge. Everything is a confrontation. Everything is a fight for survival in which he is alone.
Who's gonna strike first, like he said.
Exactly. And he's used to being alone. So which is why every time, you know, they do something for him, say something to him that's nice, like
he gets run over.
Yes, he's learning to to, you know, trust people. He's learning to feel accepted and, you know, valued.
He's learning to be a part of a pack, which is different than just being a lone wolf, you know.
But it was really funny how he's basically he's using his own, you know, fighting style, which is confrontation and stuff. And then he looks at how Tanjiro fights, and because he wants to prove that he's better than Tanjiro, he basically just adapts to his way of life as well. So that was convenient. That was really, really nice. But it led to their victory here. So that's cool. Love how Tanjiro also adapted very quickly to just fighting with someone he doesn't know, because that doesn't happen all the time usually. You know, someone's fighting style could be very different to your own fighting style, which is a good thing that his is water.
Like you said, Tanjiro is good at adapting his own fighting, but his fighting style and just his attitude with other people. So maybe we're not like with Zenitsu and Inosuke, that would be maybe more difficult for them to do teamwork because they're so different. Well, but Tanjiro is good. Tanjiro is good with people. Just that.
At the moment, we need to see more of Zenitsu, because at the moment what we've seen is kind of like lightning. Zenitsu's strength just happens all at once in a very quick maneuver, and then it's over. So, and he's not conscious of it. So, for now, I don't know if we can actually see him fight as a teammate with these two. I don't think it's gonna happen as long as he's not willing to actually stand up and do something, which is not gonna happen soon because he's still freaking out. But maybe if he doesn't have a choice, maybe if he really is pushed to the brink. I don't know, when he's asleep and he's using all his techniques, is he capable of teamwork? Or not?
Like you said, lightning, he's striking, it's done. So
yeah,
maybe not.
We'll see. He'll need maybe training a little bit with the guys to try to develop something, but
I felt really bad when the other Demon Slayer got killed because they were useless dull, like the mom said. And really pissed for our guys because they tried really hard to find a way for them to keep them alive and not being hurt because of what's happening. And because of what they did, they kind of killed them.
At the end of the day, like, now she's gone, so I don't know if she killed all of them when she got rid of the 3 or 4 that were around Tanjiro and Inosuke, and did she also get rid of the ones that were fighting over there? Like, we don't know. Maybe some of them survived, but the way it's going, whenever the other 2 show up, our gang is gonna be the only one left.
I think that the one that they fight at the beginning were dead because they didn't.
Some of them were still alive.
You think? Because
Tanjiro said it. He said, like, don't hurt them because some of them are still alive. And yeah, he said it. Last episode.
I think he said don't hurt them because as they're cups of their fellow
Some of them don't, but the others are still alive.
Never mind.
I'm editing these episodes. I listened to it twice. Okay. I would say. I would know.
I don't think that she would have maybe killed all of them because the ones who stay behind, they're not useless because they're not tangled in the trees.
Well, we don't know what happened to him. He was alone against a lot of them.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
It might be that, and we don't know.
He's supposed to be, like, that's the thing. They're supposed to be demon slayers. Of course, they didn't know what was going on. So when you're the first to a battlefield and the enemy has a technique that you've never seen before, you are usually the one that pays the price for the ignorance. Yeah. Not to say that Tanjiro, Inosuke, and now Zenitsu didn't know, knew about it when they showed up, but at least they had, a few puppets in front of them to figure it out before they got tangled. So they had an advantage, but the others, in my opinion, they looked weak, and I know it's because they're not technically the main characters, so we don't spend time with them, we don't see their techniques, and we don't see them train or anything, but I'm like, maybe the other guy is dead. Like, I don't know how strong he is, but even if Tanjiro and Inosuke could manage against the others, doesn't mean he can, even if he is a demon slayer. So maybe he's dead. If he's not, well, hopefully we get to find more survivors at the end of this, but now we also have to deal with the children and the father, who's a piece of shit. Yeah. So, like, that's one thing this show also does really well. It's to remind us always that these demons, even though they're not human anymore, they still can have relationships. They still can, fear stuff and love stuff, and they have emotions like everyone else. So it's not crazy to imagine that some demons would tower over other demons and play with the fact that they are stronger and belittle the others and use them for what they can give, you know, for what they can give them, but also discard them whenever they're not useful anymore, and that would create fear and that could create a situation like this. Yeah. We kind of saw it with the girl, the Temari girl, who thought she pretended to be one of the 12, and then she loved Kibutsuji so much that she would
have done anything to please him.
Yeah, and defend him to the end of the world, to the end of the earth. You know, she would defend his name if only. So she definitely had adoration for him. So emotions are a thing for demons, and we met also the other, you know, the doctor and her assistant. Their names I forgot. I'm sorry, but they also are capable of showing kindness and stuff. So if they are able to show kindness, they are technically able to also show, you know, fear and aggression and stuff like that, bullshit like that. And even if they are demons, that doesn't make it okay for them to go through this. So she was definitely trapped. I'm guessing she was forced to give him kids or something. Like, she was forced to help him and work for him, and he treated her really badly. So for her to actually see death as an escape makes it really sad. And I love that Tanjiro actually has a technique that can gently, you know, deliver a blow. In this way, he saw how she accepted death, and he gave her a painless death, a gentle death, something that wouldn't hurt at all, so that she could go in peace. That's really good.
Knowing that just a few seconds before that, he was so enraged with what happened, that he was just going for the kill without any thoughts. And he saw that she changed her mind. She decided to accept her fate peacefully and decided to give her a mercy death.
It's true that he was going against her in rage because of what happened. So because I mean, he's really, really kind and stuff. Maybe he understood in that moment that she was forced to do things the way she did. You know, that it's not that she was vicious or evil or anything. It's just that she had to do it. And now that she was willing to die, you know, to let all of this go, he accepted that that person might not be as evil as I thought or anything, and she deserves a gentle death if she is willing to go. So the fact that Tanjiro didn't push it, you know, makes him a very, very good guy. Like, not sure that someone like Inosuke would have done that.
It's really sad when you think about it, when the puppeteer is also a puppet of his own. Because just like her own doll, she was technically controlled by her children and the father. Also, she wasn't acting willingly. Well, she was acting, but not really, really willingly.
And what about that piece of shit son who knows that she fears the father so much, and he's witnessed, you know, the acts of cruelty against her, and he still showed up, and it was like, oh, do they have to call father? You know, you're not doing this really fast and stuff. Whereas we saw one girl, one of the kids, who really was sad watching this, you know, happen. He just played along with it, and he just, you know, used it to make her feel, you know, fear.
Maybe the sons are daddy's boy, you know, and the girl was more close to her mom. I don't really know about the father, but maybe he is a demon who belittle female demons.
Well, he's one of the 12. So
yeah, he's one of the 12.
Strong. So. I would assume that what it tells me is that this son, this particular guy who played with his mom and with her fears, is going to be just as cruel as his dad. So, well, we have to watch out for these two, but maybe we might have an ally in the one who looked at, you know, the father hitting on the mom, and she didn't like that at all, so we'll see.
She might be glad that they release her mother from her pain and her fear.
And if they go against the father, she might want to help.
She might help too.
Hopefully, because they are going to need some help.
If only we could have some serious demon slayer coming and helping us.
Oh, they are coming!
Yeah, but they're not there yet.
Well, they're far away. There's no, you know, there's no way to teleport themselves over. So they'll show up whenever it's more convenient.
I want to talk about something before we end this conversation. When their comrade was asking them to kill him, and showing mercy by death. Inosuke decided to go with it, but Tanjiro was against it. What do you think that it will be maybe the preferred solution for him? Because he was in pain, he was technically dying.
I can understand not wanting, like I was saying, he said he was dying anyways, so just get it, you know, give him that mercy of not feeling pain. The way Tanjiro saw it, like, he saw it as, you know, if I stop him from being controlled, like if I make sure he's not being controlled anymore, we have a chance to heal his wounds. What I understood was that there was no chance to heal his wounds. He was saying that he was done for in any, you know...
His bones were piercing his organs.
At the same time, it's not something that you can heal. Like, he could have tried, but... And Tanjiro wants to have hope till the very last moment. Inosuke just doesn't think like that, I think. He's very straightforward. You know, you tell him to kill, you know, yourself, he's gonna do it. You tell him to do this, but if it means, you know, I'm not saying it means, you know, showing that the other is stronger or anything like, or don't order him around, but if you ask him, kill me because I'm in pain, he's not gonna think about it twice, he's gonna do it. So.
Because if we think about it, that was only one demon and they got 5 of them. So by the time they're done with the other demons, that guy will probably be dead because they cannot bring him to a hospital of safety. So he would have been tangling in the trees for how many hours maybe?
Well, yeah, but he could still have a chance to survive depending on the severity of his wounds, which we don't know. You know,
chance of survival.
We don't know. Maybe, like he was saying, he was dead anyway. Maybe because he thought he could not get rid of the threads. So as in, you know, if I die right now, like if you kill me right now, I'm gonna die, pain, you know, and be rid of the pain. And if you don't kill me right now, I'm still gonna come at you, and I'm gonna die eventually because every time I move, it pierces my organs. So maybe he said that because he thought that there was no way to free him. So that's why Tanjiro was like, no, wait, don't kill him. I'll find a way to stop this. So.
And he did find one, but
well,
yeah. All right.
Things happen.
So that was really sad seeing this episode, but
This
really
makes me
cool
tear.
seeing Tanjiro being pissed. It's nice.
And work out with Inosuke, that was cool. It makes me fear the father showing up though.
Yeah, I fear the father, but on an happy note though, I'm just glad that we saw Inosuke just trying to adapt in his own way with teamwork. Okay, I'm gonna do the same as you, but better.
The real story of this show is how Inosuke becomes humans, little by little. In any case,
nice.
We are going to jump to the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching this with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it is on Patreon already, or it will be very soon. You can check it out right now if you want. Well, yeah, that goes against what I just said, but you can check it out. The link is in the description.
And if you don't, you can wait for the next one to be out on YouTube, which will be next week. So we're gonna see you then, guys.
Bye.